officials? And
Well, when I came to Kentucky right off bat, I love the fans, I love the atmosphere. I mean, the place really speaks for itself. It's one of those type of places you don't have to really recruit the place in Kentucky. It recruits itself. So that set well with me. That was my first offer. That being said, I figured it was better for me to wait it out to see what other offers I get along. And I figured I would end up all my offers July, August, like any offer that I was gonna have for the most part in that area. So I ended off, and then I was evaluating. Some people wanted me to make a decision before the season started, but I still wasn't absolutely comfortable. I needed to see a game, see what the atmosphere was like. I still hadn't seen that yet, except at the basketball games. And once the season started, and I came to the Western Kentucky game, and I got to see them play on TV, it kind of backed in my mind, okay, let's look at other places I can play, because I come from the GCL, that's championship hard football.
Right.
Every conference game is pretty much the top tier of high school football in Ohio. So, and it can compete with some of the teams in the nation. So after that being said, coming from there, I really questioned whether I wanted to come here, and I just looked around, and then as soon as they hired Coach Stoops, I knew this was the right place.
Why was that? Why was that such a big change?
Just as his background as a defensive back coach, as his background as a defensive coach, period, what he's done at Arizona, what he's done at Florida State, all the great players that we look up to when playing this game as a DB, Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, Antrell Rowe, all those guys, and he coached all of them. It's a no-brainer. I want to be one of the greatest DBs, and to do that, I need to have the great coaches. So, we're going to go back on fundamentals. I'm going to take it day by day, and hopefully we can get this thing rolling.
There still might be some struggles, just like there would have been, with the old staff. Is it different because, it's kind of selling the future, and you've got this new class coming in?
No, not at all. I mean, with success comes struggles. You're going to have some bumps in the road. It's going to be some hard times, but we're looking at the overall picture, and we're going to take it one step at a time, build it brick by brick, come in with a blue-collar attitude and work hard every single day, compete every single day, and build that chemistry on the team, that unbreakable chemistry. And once we get that, once we get discipline, chemistry, confidence, swagger, get all that together, and along with our fundamentals and doing what we're supposed to do on the field, this thing is really going to get rolling, especially with the recruiting class they bringing in, the people they got here, and our recruiting class that they brought in last year.
What do you think the legacy can be of that class of 2013?
Oh, man, I think it could be the class that, the first class that changed it, along with some great players. They got Bud, they got Avery, Ashley, all those good guys, but I feel like this class is the class that Coach Stoops brought in with him, so it's that first class, so we'll always have that upper hand, you know what I mean?
And it seemed like you had a pretty big role in kind of getting some of these other guys going.
Oh, yeah.
You seem to be kind of a player recruiter in a lot of ways.
I feel like everybody has to do their part involved in recruitment. For you to get some better class and to get a thing rolling, you just got to do your part. And I really thought that's what I was doing. I was calling some guys like Marcus. I was calling Marcus. I was one of the first people to call Marcus, actually, and try to get him on board. And a whole lot of other people in this class, and overall it's pretty good. The result is pretty good.
What were you saying to other players when you were, kind of
just the opportunity, just the vision that Coach Stoops had, and the vision we saw, and how great we could be. Like, you could go somewhere else and be a good player, and you could be a great player at that university, but right here you can start a legacy, a tradition, a foundation, and you just buy into Coach Stoops' program, and we're going to try to win together, and we can all band together and win together. So that's how I was talking to those guys, and it's like, okay, I'll come check it out. So
were they a little skeptical at first?
Oh, yeah, sometimes. I mean, you coming from a 2-10 record, you're going to be skeptical.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell somebody that you're going to win when they come in from a 2-10, you're going to be skeptical. But, I think Coach Stoops talking to them, they do a great job in recruiting. I didn't have to. But, sometimes you just need to hear from somebody your own age, okay, maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why did you turn into that kind of recruiter
I don't know. I just felt like I had to. I called Coach Stoops when I wanted to commit. I said I want to help get other guys on board, and I really meant that. So, I just started calling everybody I could, everybody that was looking at people highlight tape, like, look at this guy. it was all good. It was real good.
You was talking about the challenge of wanting to be the best corner. You're going to get a chance with the challenge of the SEC. And obviously a lot of freshmen are going to get a chance to get out there and get going.
Oh, yeah.
As a starter, are you ready to
Oh, yeah, I'm prepared. I'm ready. Like I said, we're going to take it day by day. I'm going to learn the system. You know, I know Coach preach on fundamentals, so, you know, I got to get back to my fundamentals and really try to pick up what they're putting down. And in the process, I'm going to work hard every day. I'm going to keep competing, and hopefully I'll be out here on August 31st. Yeah.
Just the defense. You got a little bit of a look at it and trying to learn it and everything. And did it come easy?
Oh yeah, I love the defensive schemes. I love the defensive scheme. That's one of the reasons I like coming to Kentucky in the first place was because of the defensive scheme. I feel like defensive backs thrive in that defensive scheme. To be honest, I don't know. Like all the schemes I've seen that in, some of the greatest players played in like just a simple like 4-3 scheme, and you know I just love that for defensive backs how they got it set up, and we're gonna attack the ball, and we're gonna be physical, and you know make plays. So.
Coach said he didn't sleep well last night. He's ready to get it started. Are you the same?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I was excited for this day. I kept waking up in the middle of the night. You know, first day of training camp, so yeah, I'm excited.
Thanks, man.
I just talked to Marcus. He comes from Ohio. Just you do too. Just talk about getting here to Kentucky. Was it being close to home? Did it have something to do with it?
You know what? It did, but it didn't. Like the fact that I am close to home is a great thing. Like it's a real opportunity. I could go home anytime we get breaks. See the family. That's very important. But I wouldn't say that was a real important factor for me in my recruiting process. I feel like if the right coach was to come from anywhere else, I could have went there as well. But I know the right coach was here, so it just happened to be that a positive side of that he was like right around the corner too.
So it's got to be exciting though, knowing that your family's going to be able to come to games, right?
Oh yeah, it's most exciting. I'm pretty sure they're gonna want a lot of tickets, so hopefully we could get there and all the family could come down and watch me play and see that transition from high school football when they used to come to the games, and now they get to be a part of the Big Blue Nation, the best fans in America. So,
did playing in the SEC have any impact on your decision?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. This is the best conference in college football. The numbers speak for itself. It's to the point where you don't even have to talk about the numbers. The numbers speak for itself. Everybody knows the SEC is the best conference in college football. To be able to play in that conference is an honor.